and welcome to another week's probably wonky episode of Fun with Whole Foods. So, it's May and we're at the end of the rhubarb season and we've been talking about eating seasonally, and I promised I'd give you a couple of recipes. If you go and check out the post on my blog about our superfood spotlight, you'll see that I talked a lot about the bone health benefits from eating rhubarb. So we're going to do a vegan-ish, like you're going to have to check out properly the ingredients if you are vegan, version of rhubarb and custard overnight oats, because rhubarb and custard, classic, who doesn't like, which will give you a really good strong basis for bone nutrition. And I like this post-workout. Normal people eat overnight oats for breakfast and stuff. So there's a couple of additives you don't necessarily have to have, but I'm putting in and I'll explain why. So start off with 1/4 cup of porridge oats. Take your mason jar and you go bloop. All together now, bloop. You're going to follow that up with 1 tablespoon of chia seed. If you do not want to use chia seed because of importing or whatever, please sub in a different type of seed, maybe flax seed or some dietary fat, because vitamin K from the rhubarb, which helps glue the stuff into your bone matrix, that needs fat for you to absorb it well. So the fat in this is primarily coming from chia seeds, so if you want to sub them out, sub in something else that will give you that dietary fat. We're then going to put in 3 tablespoons of pea protein. Don't worry, you don't taste it afterwards. The reason for this is your first 20 to 30 grams of protein a day goes to supporting your immune system and making your immune system work well. So I like to make sure that in my breakfast there is at least 20 grams of protein, so straight from my first meal my immune system is supported and ready to go. You then, for flavour, 1/2 tablespoon of custard powder. Now I've noticed looking on the packaging that Bird's custard powder, which is what I'm using here, says it's suitable for vegetarians. It doesn't say it's suitable for vegans. The ingredients are maize starch, salt, flavouring and colour annatto. So I don't know if it's because they recommend you make it up with milk or if there's something in those ingredients. So if you are vegan, go and get a vegan approved. Is that even a word? Whatever. Custard powder. You're putting that in basically for flavouring. So mix together your dry ingredients in your bowl, mason jar, or a little lunch tub, whatever you have available. So we're then going to add about 1/2 tablespoon of vanilla bean paste. Now I know last time I used vanilla pod because I didn't want the extra sugar. You want the extra sugar in this. It's only a little bit of sugar, but it's going to help sweeten it up a bit, otherwise it's very tart because there's very little sugar in the rhubarb. And it's nice to have something to take away from the pea protein flavour. Let's be honest, that's how we get rid of it. We put in lots and lots of vanilla and a bit of sugar. If you want to use a vanilla pod, then add a little bit of honey or some other sweetener. We're then going to use a whole cup of almond milk or dairy alternative milk of your choice. You might prefer oat milk. You might prefer hemp, you might prefer rice, but whatever your dairy oat milk is, go for that. I'm going to very carefully tip this in and hope that I don't spill it everywhere. Whee! I got it all in the jar! Yay! High five! Then you're going to stir it very vigorously or use a little whisk or basically be better prepared than I am because this teaspoon is not really long enough. Make sure you've got all the powder, all the pea protein as well. Very nicely mixed in with that milk. It seems like a lot of milk, but you've got the chia seeds which absorb tons and tons and tons and tons. You've got the pea protein which will absorb tons. It won't be powdery once it's done with this amount of liquid. You've got the custard powder which absorbs milk. So stir it all in, and see the lovely little flecks from, and you always end up with that on the spoon. Just, you know, pop it back in with your finger, give it another little stir, and get little flecks of vanilla. It'll be a bit foamy on the top. So you do that, then you find the lid, screw the lid, and you go and pop it in the fridge overnight. And then the following morning, day, whatever, go and take it out. And you know what I was saying about being worried about too much liquid? Turn it upside down. It's absorbed all of that liquid. So now we've got our custard oats, and we're going to add our rhubarb. I think if you've read my thing, I talk about the amount of vitamins that you're getting per 100 grams of rhubarb. Now I weighed this out when I was figuring this recipe. 100 grams is about half a cup. So get half a cup of rhubarb and blob it on. You know, you can make it pretty. You can, if you want to take this with you for lunch, it's something different for your packed lunch, just pop the lid back on and take it with you, or you can eat it now as it is. And here you have your beautiful rhubarb and custard overnight oats. It's absolutely delicious and full of health for you. So good luck, enjoy, and let me know if you make it, and I will see you another week.